safer. Right, we are now ready to do the one difficult bit of the derigging, which is dropping the nose back out. Can look a bit delicate, but it's actually quite straightforward. There is another technique that I've never used where you drop it on the ground, the decel on the ground. But I prefer to just balance it and walk out the wing, which is what you'll see in a minute. Essentially, you have to lean the glider forward, but you'd best come this side, Sophie. Usually helps if one's sitting on the ground. You have to A, get it centralised. You can take the nose cone out, the nose wrapper out. And then the second thing you have to do is get it into the neutral position so that the pin will come out. Now the wing's then free to rotate in, so usually you have to catch it and walk back inwards with it, lower it gently to the ground. Which is how you get those little wears on the tip. With the tube in or out, there will always be something contacting the ground out there. So it could do with reinforcing on the bag, but I've never actually got around to doing it. You need to make sure these are out of the way, so when you bring it in or else it can't catch. And then bring your wings in. Don't want to take them in too far. You need a sock and a bit of padding. These are supplied by Gerard. Padding goes around that fixing to stop it catching things. And the sock goes over the end of there. Capture all of this lot in. As you can see, the sock's decayed over the years. Hopefully nothing else. And you then bring them both in to line up so that you can get the pins out. Essentially, what you want to do, have the bag all the way up this decel because you're about to lay it on the ground. And you then remove the pins and you should be able to drop both the bolts out. And it just lifts out. Sometimes you need to wriggle it a little bit to free it up. Put the bolts back in. Try not to put them in your pocket. Drop the wire off. Bring that in. You'll want the bag again set on the ground. What you can do is set this one partially up. Pick the air frame, lay it down. Come on. There you go. Back in. This, by the way, is an Avian speed frame, which is an adjustment Steve Elkins of Avian does for Tsunamis. There's a spare bottom bar and a spare upright included. The half of the upright is handy. So if you zoom in on here, you'll see that side is slightly different arrangement to that side there. So they are, but they are front and a back half, so there's a different back half that you can get. I suspect you may want to consider getting spares of those from the UK in advance. Frame in the bag, space bar in the bag. Wires out. bag just slips over the ends where the padding is. It's all nicely contained. So wire stays out of this bag until after you've fixed it together. Nose cone goes in the bag, whack a tube goes in the hole, the buttons and then tube goes inside that bag, zips up, one more bit to do. One D rig glider.